Good morning, Bronwyn. I'm excited to be able to share these books with you. I cannot wait to party with you tonight. Our party starts at 8:30 on Squee, but be early. Be there about 10 minutes early. That's when the doors will open to our virtual living room. There's going to be some posts in there that will kind of get you ready to see what's going on, but there is a really important one. It's the spring new titles list, okay? So I love the fact that you're at 1 to 5. You don't know that much about our books. So I wanted to share with you that spring 2020 list. It's a video, and at the bottom of the event, you'll learn a little bit more about this in the event itself tonight, but there's going to be a list of books. You'll see these little title pages of each of the books that's featured in our new titles video. So you'll be able to star those and create your own virtual wish list, which is really cool because you'll have that at the end of the party. I can also send it to you via text. And then what's really, really neat about that is you can go wild on it. It's not your buying list. It's not what you're going to buy, but it is a wish list that you have created yourself along the way. So check out those new titles. We have tons of things to learn about our books, and that's something that I'm super excited to be able to share with you. It's all about how our books are going to work for your family. Now, we have books. Probably my favorite aspect of our books is the interactiveness of our books. You'll see a lot of that in the evening when we do the party itself. Now, we also have some really great nonfiction, and I think we do nonfiction better than just about any other publishing house. I taught middle and high school science and math, and I utilized a lot of these books in my classroom because I really feel like we do it really well. We never talk down to our readers, which is something that I think is super important, and it's one of Peter Usborne's passions, is never to cause a reader to read something that he already really knows. He wants him to start learning, and so it takes material that's up here and it presents it in a way that younger kids can really understand it. And so a lot of the books that are geared towards elementary school work really well with high schoolers because it presents it in a way that's fun and engaging. And high schoolers don't want to read the textbooks. They want to read something that's fun and engaging. So it works really well for all of those students. Love, love, love. That's my little soapbox. But we have books across the categories, and I wanted to share some with you that work for your 8-year-old daughter and your 12-year-old son. Now, you said your daughter likes dance and art. One of the books that we have that's currently out, that's a new title, so be on the lookout for it. It's one of our Lift the Flap books, and it is How Art Works, and it is phenomenal. I do not have a copy of it right now. There is a video of it on YouTube, How Art Works, and you'll see it tomorrow in the actual party, or tonight in the actual party. I'm doing this video the night before, but you'll see it tonight. One of the really cool things about that book is that it is brand new. My copy hasn't even come in yet. It came out at the beginning of the week. How cool is that? So you're gonna be on that new list. Okay, so some of the books that I wanted to pull from you. We have a brand new series called Shine, and what it's the Shine Performing Arts Academy, and it follows 4 different girls throughout their schooling. This one happens to be Chloe Center Stage, and it's all about either a dancer, a singer, or an actress that is at this performing arts school. Super cool books, really engaging with young girls. Let me read the back of this one to you. Do you have what it takes to become a star? Welcome to the Shine School for the Performing Arts. Chloe has always dreamed of attending Shine, but when everyone is as talented as you are, how do you stand out from the crowd? Soon, everyone knows Chloe's name, but for all the wrong reasons. Can she turn things around before it's too late? So we actually have 4 books in the series, and it's super fun to read. I love these. They're wonderful. So check those out. Another book that I wanted to mention, this is our illustrated series. These are actually gift books. They have a really nice padded cover. They also have a great ribbon bookmark. They are shiny pages, so they are not regular paper pages. They are shiny pages. And then what's really cool is this book has all sorts of ballets and the stories behind them. So you have Cinderella, Swan Lake, Sleeping Beauty, Don Quixote, Coppelia, the Nutcracker, the Firebird, Giselle, Undine, I'm not even going to try to pronounce the last two that are French. And then Romeo and Juliet. So these are fantastic stories. They are illustrated with these beautiful illustrations. I absolutely adore these books as gift books. They make great bedtime stories. I know she's probably too old to be read to, although I think it's really important that we read to our children no matter what age, but these would be great for her to read as single chapter bedtime stories for herself to kind of go to sleep. These are wonderful. I love those. Okay, so let's get into the art. I already told you about how art works, that new title. These are some of our newest books for art. This is called the Usborne Art Ideas. There's drawing animals, drawing people, and drawing cartoons, which is a really neat concept. One of the cool things, this actually teaches you, it's not really step-by-step like our step-by-step drawing books are. This is the true art of art. And I think it's a really cool way for young kids between 8 and 12 to really learn how to draw, how to shade, how to work with different media. So I love this one. That's a really cool one. And then if that one's a little too much, 365 Things to Draw and Paint is another one that we love in our house. My son is 7 and he's gotten into art and we've started trying to do these. There's literally something for every day. This is mixing paints, how you would do that to create the darker shades or the lighter shades. Fingerprint monkeys, just something fun to do. Out in space, how to make a rocket, to use planets, and how it teaches you how to do each of these things step by step. So we love this guy, 365 Things to Draw and Paint. Another one that I'd like to mention is if she's into fashion at all you have to do on our website is type in fashion, and there are some amazing drawing books that really relate to fashion. It's really cool. Okay, now for your 12-year-old son, you said he likes adventure. We have a ton of adventure books, both nonfiction and fiction. I went ahead and grabbed some of our fiction because I think that's what you were going for in that adventure series. But I want you to make sure that you watch the party tomorrow night because, oh my goodness, or I guess tonight, it is going to be phenomenal. You're going to see all of these insides of some really cool nonfiction books that I think would really catch his eye. But I'm going to start with this one. This is the 48 Hour series. It is a mystery series, but it is full of intrigue and adventure. It is all about them trying to solve a case in 48 hours. So there's 2 in that series. Then I've got to tell you these. Mapmaker's Quest and then the Ataban Ciphers. These are amazing books written by A.L. Tate. The Mapmaker's Quest books are more adventure. These are more intrigue, adventure, and mystery. This is called The Book of Secrets and The Book of Answers. If you really like, I can't think of his name, Grisham. That's what these books are kind of geared towards. Our kids that are too young to read those, but are wanting something like that. These are great. I absolutely love these. They're really fun reads, and I've actually read both of them. They're really good. Okay, another one that we have is our classics series. And in fact, we have original classics that are not, they're unabridged. They're complete and unabridged. This is Around the World in 80 Days. We have multiple in this series. This is the one that I went ahead and pulled. Again, these are going to be paperback, not like the hardback illustrated. But what's cool, they are illustrated. They do have the shiny glossy pages, and they are beautifully written out so that you can read these classics in a way that's brought to life. I love these. Wizard of Oz. We have so many of them in our series, but that one's really fun. Now, I know a lot of kids are really into graphic novels, and we don't do graphic novels like most companies do. We do graphic novels a little bit differently. We do classics. So what do I mean by that? We have things like Greek myths, Jason and the Argonauts. We also have things like Dracula and Robin Hood. Lots of different titles in the series, but this one, oh my goodness, this one is one of my favorites. Hound of the Baskervilles is actually my absolute favorite in the series, but this is Jason and the Argonauts, and it is a graphic novel that takes the story of Jason and the Argonauts and puts it in a way that is accessible to children who really don't want to read a novel. And so I love this series. I think it does really I think it does books justice. So things like Dracula, while you don't want to read that entire chapter or that entire chapter book, you may end up getting a lot out of the graphic novel, even if you're not going to read the actual book itself. So I hope you love these as much as I do. I cannot wait to share them with you even more. Have a wonderful night, Bronwyn, and we will chat soon.